I don't hate you. I just love myself enough to keep a distance, right? Forgiving but not forgetting. One of the hardest things for me growing up as a teenager was setting boundaries and stuff like that. And we're going to make a whole separate video on setting boundaries. But for you to forgive somebody and let that burden go off of your heart, in all honesty, oftentimes you feel like, well, I forgive you. It's time for a clean flesh slate. We can just start a new page in this chapter. And then you remember that it's only been a week. Yes, I forgive you. Yes, I've healed within the duration. But in all honesty, I don't think I'm ready for you to be back in my life. I forgive you, but I can't forget that. And that was a really hard thing for me to practice. So here are a few tips for you to be able to, practice forgiving but not forgetting. The main thing is understand what forgiveness really means. Forgiving doesn't mean saying what happened was okay, right? Because, oh, well, I forgive him, you can come back into my life, No, it doesn't mean saying what happened was okay. It means you're choosing peace over bitterness. It means you're choosing peace over having a heavy heart. I forgive them so I can heal, not so they can hurt me again. Learn the lesson in the pain. Ask yourself, what did this situation teach me about people, trust, or myself? A lot, situations just taught me more about people. You can't just open up so fast. You can't just be so eager to make friends. People are gonna see that and they're gonna play over you. It's a cold world. How can I use this to grow smarter, not colder? Keep the memory, but let it be a lesson, not a wound. When I think back on me and my ex splitting, it's not a wound, but instead it's a lesson on my immaturity and, what I could work on to be a better partner, And 3, set new boundaries. Forgiveness doesn't mean access. If someone broke your trust, you can forgive them without letting them back in the same way. A great analogy is let's say you give your bank information to a person and they take your bank information and they spend it. They spend your card. Okay, well, I can forgive you and allow you back in my life, but best believe I will not trust you with anything, especially my damn bank information, right? I don't hate you. I just love myself enough to keep a distance, right? And that's powerful right there. Talk to God about it. Let God handle what you can't. Lord, help me release this weight and give me the wisdom to protect my peace. Trust that He sees what you went through and He will bring justice in His way. And after all, this was meant to happen. God has everything beautifully scripted up for you, And remind yourself on why you let go, on why you have to stay firm and set on your boundaries. When anger creeps back or the urge to allow them back in your life, remind yourself, I forgave so I could grow, so I could move on, right? Not so that I could allow this person back into my life so that they could, play me over for a joke again, mess up my reputation even more. I let that go. I'm moving on. And this isn't about them. It's about me becoming free, maturing, and evolving as a person. Re-forgive if you have to, but never forget the strength it took to move on. And with that being said, this is our shortest video yet. Like and subscribe, bitch ass niggas.